Hi everyone,
Hello, my dear friends.
welcome back to our channel again. Today, me and Arash are here again for another episode of idreams, and today we will be discussing.
Separation. We want to talk about how separated we are sometimes and we don't realize it, that we are so separated.
Yeah.
Uh,
When we know everyone knows we are separated, right? You
yeah,
are there, I'm here.
yeah, that's what we believe.
Yeah. How
And that
come?
is well, it's, I think it's better to not talk about that because we have to talk about centuries and
Yes.
so many things. It's better to maybe give some examples
Yeah.
so our friends can
Yes.
recognize their own beliefs based on separation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Why I brought it up, Arash, is
yeah,
because people watching this might think, what is so interesting about separation? I mean,
mm,
why is it so important to have or for us at least to have this video
mm.
about it?
Well, I think as long as you believe that you are uh, what you see, what you hear, uh, is the only thing that is true, and the rest is the things that you cannot see is not true. You always need evidence. Then you're actually limited. You are really believing in your own limited beliefs. But somebody needs to remind you that what you see and what you hear is based on your own beliefs. So that is what we want to do.
Yeah.
But back
But
to
before that, even we want to know what's wrong with it. Even
what is wrong with
what
it.
is wrong with
Yes,
separation? I mean,
this beliefs, which is
uh,
actually based on darkness.
yeah.
Darkness, we are not. It's not that we want to create some drama. The thing is that uh, in order to understand your limits, you have to understand the limits and you have to compare it with your unlimited skills that you still don't know. So that is why we have to sometimes say darkness,
Hmm.
light. It's just
Just symbols.
excuse,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
excuse to just uh,
to be
show
able
you
to
in which
explain it.
state you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because words are really limited, so we have to do that.
Yes.
But separation, for example, is when I only want to take care of myself, and I think I have to be the best person. I have to be better than you. I am higher than you. You are lower than me. You see somebody is having some problems or having feeling some negativity, depressed, and you see this person and you become happy. All these things are creating separation. Um,
Because
there
we
are
are
so many
because we are comparing all the time, right? We are looking,
comparing.
am
Yes,
I doing better than the other person?
yeah,
And we start with this, Arash, by assuming that the other person is separate from me, and
yes,
there is something like a competition, and I have to win this,
yeah,
and and in fact, everything we see in this world is based on separation.
based on separation.
And we might think, I mean, that was one of the things I thought this is a good thing before, even when I was into spirituality, because also if you go inside a lot of spiritual groups, many say, oh, this is diversity and this is good, and God, and for example, light or God wants to have everything in diverse colors and everything should be different.
Mm.
But what we don't realize is that there is only one, right? There cannot be more, right? Whatever we see separated, whenever we make this separation real for us, then that happens. What you just described is we start comparing things. We start because
Yeah,
our ego minds wants to again take things out and say, okay, this is better, this is red, this is blue, this is this. It's all differences which you start judging,
yeah,
and you start judging your brothers and sisters because you don't see them as your brothers and sisters. You start to see them as enemies and friends,
yeah. Or you
which
or
is
you
the
have your
duality.
own made up labels. That this is my father, so I have to behave like this. This is somebody I don't know. Who cares? This is the president,
Exactly.
and he will change my life. This is so many things, so many labels. But if you just just a little bit. If you think about it, you see this the separation already. Father, you have one belief system about him. So president, you have one belief system about him, and because everybody is doing it, most of the people, you think it's normal,
Yeah, it's just become
but it's
normal.
not
Yeah.
normal.
No.
It is not normal. And what we
Yeah.
want to talk about is the aspects of ego. And yes, he just, as you just mentioned, ego is the one who is, which is the darkness actually, and ego is the one who is trying in so many ways. That is why we want to talk about the aspects of ego. in
Exactly. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
ways he wants to create this separation and make you believe in it,
Yeah.
and that is what we want
That's
to
how
talk about.
it keeps us in this illusion.
Yeah,
And I believe in a Persian video we did
yeah.
also for the same subject. You said something about like when we watch a game, we always
Yeah,
like there are
yeah,
like two teams. We are trying to like, and that's again the duality.
yeah,
And you're of course supporting your own team, and
yeah,
the other person next to you might be supporting the other team.
yeah.
So and then it's just keeps you busy like fighting each other. Okay, we say it's just a game, but actually we're
Yeah.
just trying to win. Let's be honest. This is not,
Yeah.
and it's. I mean, as long as it's fun, that's not nothing wrong with it, of course. But the issue is, it's at the end, you still want to win the
Mm.
game because you don't. If the other teams wins and you see their happiness, you become sad because you want to be. You become sad and you say, "Well,
Yeah.
I should have won that."
So you
Yeah,
you you believe that you really love your own team and you are a fan of your team, but when you are ready to hit somebody else because his team won the match and you want to hit him, you're ready to do that and you're ready to become angry, and they are doing so
mm.
many things at this for these games.
Yeah, yeah,
If you're ready to do that, then where is the enjoyment? Do you really think that you are a fan of your team?
yeah.
That's just an excuse.
It's
Yeah,
just it gives you ups and downs. Of course,
yeah,
it's nice when you team wins. It's a nice, good feeling.
yeah.
But it's a game because later, then one day you will lose. I mean,
Mm.
and again, this what we just discussed. It doesn't mean to tell people don't go watch
No,
games or
have
something.
fun as
That
much as
have
you can.
fun. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not. It's just to illustrate that this duality, this competitiveness, this separation, whatever we see outside us here in this world
Mm.
is based on it. So you see plenty of that. So you see plenty of separation, and you see, for example, countries separating. All those different aspects that take out, so they become separated. They and oh yeah, what I also wanted to say is that whenever we one other thing is that ego always tricks us into believing is that you're on your own and it gives you all these problems, right, which
Mm.
we have to solve, like challenges or whatever, and then it gives you that feeling you're alone. You have to take that only yourself on your shoulder,
Mm.
and then you have to win that challenge, of course. But once we embark on this spiritual vision, spiritual journey, where we go towards the wholeness and become one again, we start to get more help from our higher self
Mm.
because we know we are never alone. And whenever we feel that feeling like, oh, I'm alone in this issue, and there's something apparently has happened in this movie which we are in, then what happens is that first of all, ego wants to tell us, no, it's your problem, you have to solve it,
Mhm.
you're all on your own, and
Which is based on fear. But the issue is people, it's normal for people to say this is a football match and this is a game,
yeah,
and it's normal that
yeah,
people are fighting about their own teams. But you
yeah,
are not even aware of your own game which is happening at that moment.
exactly, yeah.
That is the real game, not the thing you see.
Yes.
You made that normal to ignore your own game.
It's a projection.
It's a
Yeah, yeah,
projection,
yes, yeah.
but you think it's normal
No,
because, oh, you can see the game, right? You have
yeah,
eyes,
yeah,
okay, so it's normal. If
yeah,
this is your team, this is my team. But see the separation.
yes,
It's the same thing with
yeah,
what you just said. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with
yeah,
problems in life.
Yeah.
You think it's normal for you to have problems in life and find solutions, and if you do it,
On your own.
then you are
Yeah.
the man, and
Yes.
then you can
Yes.
prove who you are. Then,
Yeah.
uh, or so many reasons.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
don't. But you never think about the reasons behind it. You just do it because everybody else is doing it.
Exactly.
Why?
And
But just ask yourself.
also Arash, the one of the important, I mean, one of the courses which we really like, the Course
Mm,
in Miracles,
mm.
calls that attribute from ego. It says very beautiful. It says it's triumph.
Yeah,
So you want to triumph, like you want to become the
victory.
leader, victory. You
Yeah,
want to win. That's what the ego wants.
yeah.
Always, it wants to like be the first,
Be
be
the
the
hero.
highest, be the best, be the hero.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And don't care about the rest, of course, because as long as you're a hero, then you don't care about the others. That would be the extreme part.
But what you forget is you need the rest to prove that you won. If that other person
Yeah.
wasn't there, from whom you wanted to win?
Yeah. Imagine you're
From
all
whom?
alone.
Yeah. But if you understand that everybody is one, everybody is the same, only different kinds of illusions in everybody's mind, but behind the illusion, everybody is same. Everybody is constant, peace, love, the way God created you. God didn't say, you today, my child, you can be the hero of this dream. And that one, I don't like you. You just
You,
suffer, you know?
yes.
He didn't do that. He gave everybody, otherwise, he's jealous, he's only negative. He's afraid, he's comparing you with the other one, but
Even
so
in
childish, you
even
know?
in religions,
Yeah.
when you are like, even in spirituality, of course,
Mm.
but also in religion, when you think like your religion is the best, or even as a course students, if you say, oh, I'm the best because I know this better. I'm more wise, more smart, and I know these things. Then again, we are trapped into the into ego, because we are believing like we are again comparing ourselves with other
Mm.
group, and then saying like what you just said. Like for example, God only likes this group of people and
Yeah.
doesn't love the other one.
God doesn't think like you because he is not darkness, he is not ego. Ego cannot be God. It's impossible. So the issue is we never ask. We, for example, you talked about groups. When you say, okay, I don't like this group, I like this group, or I don't like you, I like him more. But you don't even ask who made this group, who made him, who created him in his mind, who said this person is like this, who said this group is with
Yeah.
blue t-shirts and clothes. I like the blue one. I like the
Yeah.
yellow
Where
one.
that where does that come from?
Where
This
does it come?
judgment?
You
Yeah.
don't ask. That is the issue. Is you don't ask because you
Mm,
are afraid. Ego, not you. The real you is not afraid.
exactly.
Ego is afraid of losing control. That is the issue.
Yeah.
And you are, and you just follow
Yes.
it because it's a program that you
Exactly.
did for such a long time. You forgot you're doing it, and all we want to do, our intention is be a reminder. We are not better than you. We are not lower than you. We are not
Yeah.
higher. Just a reminder, just a
Yeah.
mirror.
Yeah. And we have seen that it works, Arash. I mean,
Oh,
also when we every time we meet each other, we discuss things like
yeah.
today. It's just we reminding each other all the time, and then
Mm.
this beautiful, like a channeled energy or whatever we want to
Yeah.
call it, it comes through us, and this information starts to flow, and you start to feel, wow,
Mm.
whatever you at that moment looking for, I say something which is for that, and you say something that is in
Mm.
response to what I
Mm.
am looking for. So
But
it's very beautiful.
all
Yeah.
this is happening because we are letting go of control. Because if I want my control, you want your control, you cannot help me, I cannot help you. Because I have
Exactly.
my theory, like today we talked about music a little bit. I could
Yeah.
say, for example, this person is out of tune. He's not singing good. And you could say, no, he's in tune. Why? Because you don't like me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, whatever he says, I'm going to say the
Yes.
opposite. But if you let go of control, there is
Yes.
no me, there is no you.
No.
It's
There is
only
one
the
one
truth.
self,
Yeah.
one self. And for me, what helped Arash was
Mm,
that I start to realize, and also thanks to the Course in Miracles, is start to realize, hey, whatever person I meet in my life is an aspect of myself.
mm,
And but before that, you still think, even in spiritual groups. I mean, when you were into learning spirituality, which later I found out to be just a self-help, is that time you still thought like, I want to improve my spiritual skills on my own,
mm,
and I don't care about the rest. I just want to become good, and something like that. But once you start learn more about non-duality, the true one, the true non-duality,
mm. And oneness.
and oneness, you
Yeah.
start to include your people around you in that journey,
Mm,
because you see, it's not, you are always together. It's just that you thought you're separate from the other person.
mm,
But now when you look at that person, even if the person is screaming at you or saying something bad,
mm,
nasty, doesn't matter. You still think, hey, wait a minute, this is my movie. This person is not a real person outside of me. No, he or she is aspects from my own mind.
mm.
So if I and I have only two choices, like we said last
Choices,
time.
yes. I
Yeah,
wanted to say about choices. Yeah.
choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two choices
Yeah.
is very beautiful. It's just either I can give him or her love, or I can not give him that love, right? Because this person is at the end or expressing love to me or asking for my love.
Asking for.
Yeah,
Of course, in the beginning, it's difficult to realize this at that moment. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Of
afterwards,
course.
but you have to start somewhere, you know,
Yeah,
because otherwise you will never understand it, and you're always the one who wants to react. But what is the point of a reaction if you don't know why you are reacting? Then it's not even real. It's just
no,
a robot who is reacting to
yeah,
something that he didn't even realize that he was the one who was angry. He was the one who thought he said something to me that I don't like. But you always forget the I part. That is the issue
yeah,
because you just it's easy to say point the finger, you know, like what Al Pacino said. He said, "You meet people like me, so you can always point your fingers and say this is the bad guy." Nice,
yes,
nice to say that.
yes.
It's
We will
from
cover
that
that.
movie.
We will
Yeah,
definitely cover that in special hate and special love,
yeah,
because that is
yeah,
what it is, right?
yeah. But it's the choices is really interesting because
Yeah,
you always have the choice. But
yeah,
as long as you're not even open to open to open and open to accept, I wanted to say open to accept and realize that whatever is happening around you is based on your own beliefs. You have so much power, but you need to realize it. The purity inside you, the love inside you is just covered by some bullshit and some kind of dirt and
yeah.
whatever you
Ego
want to
belief.
say,
Yes,
ego, the ego
yes, yes.
aspects of ego, that
Yeah,
it's like the onion, and we want to peel
yes,
this onion to see which layers and
yeah.
all kind of obstacles are
And yes,
stopping you.
and this dirt, whatever, or that
Yeah,
believe in separation,
mm,
believe in the ego. It's first of all, by the way, ego is not the evil, because we might think, oh, it's a person or something outside of us. No, it's just part of our mind which
thought system.
believes in thoughts
Yeah,
system that
mm,
believes in separation.
mm.
So once we start to pull that belief in, I mean, not anymore invest in it, little by little, we are peeling out that those onion
Onion.
skins
Yeah,
you just talk about.
yeah. Um,
Looking at the time, I think we.
no, yeah, a little bit. I was looking, but I want to talk the next 5 hours, you know. But that's not.
Yeah, we can continue
We
for
will have
hours.
some
Yeah.
mercy. We can give a small exercise maybe
That's a good idea.
before we
Yeah.
end it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, of course, recognizing is the first one
Yeah.
because
Observation.
first
Yeah.
observation, yes. To, for example, understand whenever you are protecting your own identity for everything. Like somebody says, I don't like your T-shirt.
Yeah.
And if you have something like who ask you anything, you know,
Mm.
if you want to react out of
Defend or
fear,
attack. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
if you want to react out of or attack out of fear and you feel hurt, you know, some kind of pain, just uh, try to do it at that moment, but
Hmm.
at least later, just try to have a review of your day and
Hmm.
see when you had this moment of separation.
Yeah.
Just understand it, realize it,
Yeah.
and accept it, admit,
Yeah.
and like this, you can start to
Yeah.
accept that it's all me, and I can uh, have my
Yeah.
full power and not
Yeah.
be limited.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
remind yourself you're attacking yourself. There is no one
attacking
outside of you.
yourself.
So
Yes.
you're all those things you do is just to yourself.
You
So
know,
that's a good reminder.
at that moment when, for example, he tells me I don't like your T-shirt or
Mm.
whatever, then I can say to you, yeah, and I hate you.
Yeah, go to
Okay,
hell.
you might, yeah, go to hell. You might feel a little bit hurt, but it's me who is, because I took it so serious. But it's me
Who
who
drags
will
this?
just
Yeah,
take this with me at home.
yeah,
Before I sleep, I will see that next
yeah,
time I see you, I
exactly.
will be ready to hit you.
Yeah,
It's me who is doing
and
that.
the ego tricks us, Arash,
Yeah,
into
to
believing.
convince you. Yeah,
Yeah, it tricks. No, it thinks you said something bad to me, then
yeah.
it thinks it's got rid of that bad feeling. It
Mm.
thinks, oh, okay, now I'm the winner.
No, it will
Done.
repeat itself.
No, it stays in your mind.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah. Just know
trick.
that you have to love yourself. Just know that right now, recognize if you love yourself right now or not. If you hate this one here and you react because somebody said, I don't like your t shirt, then you definitely don't love yourself. And of
That's a
course, you
good one.
don't love the other person.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because the other
it's a
person is
choice.
you at the end, right? So
It
it's
is you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
If you hate yourself, you react hateful.
yeah.
If you love yourself, you will even say something to him and you will laugh together. Or you just don't say anything and maybe you laugh together.
Yeah, and
We have that
it's
joke, right?
yes,
That,
and it's not easy for us as well. And again, we can continue a long time,
yeah, I hate
but it
him
takes
anyway.
practice, dear friends. So it's not when we talk about it, we also have our opportunities, of course, but
Yeah.
it's we know that it works because we're doing this mind training for some time.
Mm,
So
yeah.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Before we end, I have to say I don't like your pullover. No, just a joke. Just a joke.
Go to hell. No, I'm joking.
You will bring this with you at home, not me. Not me, my friend. Okay,
All right,
enough nonsense.
good.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Don't forget to subscribe if you
Yes,
like and share. And you know how YouTube works.
yes. And thanks again for your lovely feedback, which we get from time to time, and really gives us power and love to continue doing this work.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.